Good evening, friends. It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. And quick shout out to the LED light. Oh, we're just trying a little more lighting tonight, but I'm not fully comfortable with it yet. We'll see here. It's pretty bright, like if it's right in your face. And so anyway, let's talk about haters and trolls who say obnoxious, silly things on your posts and ads. So I'm running an ad right now on Facebook. Did I say it's Chris Angel? This is Marketing for the Rest of Us. I don't know if I said that. So I'm saying it now because that's what I do at the beginning of these episodes. Okay, so welcome back to Marketing for the Rest of Us. And the rest of us are those of us who have a human heart for humans, right? We have a heart for humans and we want to make a difference for them. So it's funny to me when we get comments of people who are upset about us marketing when we market in genuine and authentic ways. Right? Case in point, I'm running an ad on Facebook right now. It's a video. It's probably around 2 minutes long. And it is talking about vulnerability in marketing, right? And I'm running the ad to people who are a lookalike audience to my website visitors. I'm also running that same video to a different audience of people who are in business that also like Brene Brown and marketing. Okay, so I'm running this ad in order to build warmer audiences. Now, so it's going out to 2 million people that I don't know. So it's bound to find people who have opinions and ruffled feathers about marketing. But there's a great teachable moment in this. So I'm running this ad and it's talking about vulnerability in marketing and how I think that's really important for us to have marketing that makes a difference in the world. Now, I got a comment yesterday from a guy who said something like, "You marketing people suck. You're the most disingenuous bunch of sons of bitches next to Congress." So I saw that and I just chuckled right away because I thought it was hilarious. And I wrote him back in the comments and said whatever I said. I can't remember now. I think I said something like, "That's kind of the point of the video, isn't it?" But here's the thing. People will say all sorts of stuff and it used to affect me. Like it used to get me worried. It used to make me upset, right? Because here I am pouring my heart out to the world and I felt like somebody judged me or misunderstood me or didn't get me. I'm like, dude, you don't know me. You didn't listen to the whole video. You don't know what I'm trying to do here. How dare you judge me? And now it just is laughable to me. It's just funny. And there's a couple things I want to point to. The first is like, why is that laughable? Well, I think once you get clear about who you are, like you know who you are, and you know the conversation you're leading in the world, and you know from which you market from, you know the place from which you market from. Do you understand? Like you understand the heart of where you're coming from. I'm not trying to trick people. I'm not a disingenuous sons of bitches. I'm a good person and I know that I'm helping people. So when somebody says that to me, having already helped people and knowing what I'm trying to do in my marketing, I know that in my marketing I'm not trying to trick people. I'm actually trying to change it. And so that's what makes that so funny, right? When you're in clear conscience about what it is you're doing and you're not just playing the game of marketing, then you can actually laugh too when people say stupid things because they didn't actually watch or listen to or take the time to get to know what it is that's actually happening. And by the way, people just do, like, there's just people like that in the world, right? But it's really funny. So that's the first piece of it, right? Is just there was a time when I was playing the game of marketing because I was trying to figure it out and I wasn't speaking from a place that was genuine, right? And a comment like that would have scared me or felt threatening to me because I would have felt like somebody had seen through me. Like you're picking up on this thing of being disingenuous. Now I know that I'm not. Like I can put my head on my pillow at night knowing who I am and the message I'm here to lead in the world. And that guy was an idiot. So see, I can tell the difference now. I can tell when somebody's an idiot and when somebody's really calling me out because I'm being disingenuous. So the second thing I want to point to here is there are just going to be haters in the world, right? They're going to be people who always have something to say about what it is that you're doing. And in fact, it was like, I think 24 hours this morning, I had another person comment on it that said, "You don't need to tell me what to do. You just mind your own shit." That's what he said. "Don't tell me what to do. I already know what to do." So I'm like, it's funny, right? Because I'm like, why are you commenting? Why are you even here? What does this do for you? And I had this thought, like, I could probably actually move this forward even more if I commented back. I did reply and I said, "Thanks for sharing," smiley face, right? And then I did a little laughing emoji on his comment. But I think after I had done that, I had this thought, like, I think what I would do in the future, and I could go back and actually edit that comment, but what I would do in the future is I would actually speak to, and maybe a paragraph or 5 paragraphs even, I would speak to the exact issue that they're mocking or frustrated by, right? And that would do a couple things, right? One is it would let them know the real conversation. Not that it would change them, because I'm not trying to change them, but that they would let them know that they're an idiot, first of all. But second of all, anybody else who's watching the ad and looking at the comments, if I could create a safe place inside of my post and my comments by speaking to and educating that person and everybody else about what's really going on, then what happens is I take this beyond just like a "thanks for sharing, idiot, get out of here," and I actually move it into a teachable moment where I'm like showing everybody else that interacts with my ad that I can rise above ignorance, and I can actually speak to and use that as a moment for furthering my conversation and my mission in marketing, right? And so now that I'm talking about that, like, now I really want to do that. So by the way, you'll get haters. You'll get people that say stupid stuff. And when that happens, you have options for what to do with their comments. You can delete their comments, right? I could have banned those people from my page. You can get snarky back, which actually doesn't really further anything. And mine were on the border of that. I was partly like, "Thanks for sharing." And then the other comment I said, I think that's the point of the video, isn't it? But neither of those comments really did anything for future people who interact with that ad and see that chat thread. It doesn't really do anything for them. And it definitely doesn't do anything for the people I responded to, because they're just, what do you call that? Keyboard warriors sitting there, throwing their stones from their keyboards. So they don't care what I said. But here's the last point I want to make about this. It's really interesting, right? That within 24, 48 hours, I got these 2 comments where this is the environment in which you and I are marketing into. Where in my Marketing for the Rest of Us course, the free course that I always offer to you at the end of these episodes, one of the stats at the beginning of that course is that 98% of people don't trust what they see online. 98% of people don't trust what they see online. What? I go on in the free course, to say, right, that we are now in the tribal economy, but many people are still marketing like it's the information age, meaning people are just throwing information and spamming people and playing the game of marketing. And this old school thing of marketing that is dying, and it needs to die faster. Why? Because it has created this tone, this tension in the market where 98% of people don't trust what they see online, and they don't trust marketers. Because marketers play games. Because marketers go out and try to close people and convert people and trick people and clickbait people and spam people and all this stuff. And so this is why I, who am not marketing this way, get a comment that says, "Marketing people suck. You're all a bunch of sons of bitches," right? "You're the stupid next to Congress," or whatever he said. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But this is exactly why these people are reacting this way, because the way people have marketed in the past have created this environment. And so, what do the rest of us get to do about that, right? The rest of us. Our tribe is exactly the tribe to fix this in the world. We are the heart-centered entrepreneurs who want to make authentic impact. We want to have an authentic message and an authentic connection with the very people we're trying to serve. Excuse me. We are exactly the people to fix this. We are exactly the people to be the change we want to see in the world. Now, that doesn't mean that, I run my ads and I do my thing and ignorant people don't comment anyway. But it is to say that it can start with me and it can start with you. And as we go out to the marketplace with an authentic message, being completely vulnerably and transparently who we are, we can put our head on our pillow at night knowing that we're not trying to clickbait people and spam people and trick people, but that we actually have a very sincere and authentic message and work for the world. And that when people interact with our content and our marketing and have a reaction to marketing and lump us into the rest of the marketing world like we're a bunch of sons of bitches, like this guy said, that we could actually laugh it off and know that that's just ignorance speaking, right? And that we're actually forging ahead, being the change we want to see in the world about marketing. We could be marketers who actually market with our people and for our people, where our marketing leaves the world better than we found it. Can you imagine that for a minute? I want you to imagine that when we market, when we say things to the world through Facebook or YouTube or blog posts or whatever it is that you speak on, that as people interact with your content, it would actually leave the world better than we found it. It would actually leave humanity better than we found it. That's the kind of marketing I want to create in the world, right? And if that's the kind of marketing you want to create in the world, right? And you would like some help with that, you can get the free course at Marketing for the Rest of Us, or it's at groundswellmethod.com. The course is called Marketing for the Rest of Us, the course. But it's at groundswellmethod.com. It's 90 minutes, 5 videos, just over 90 minutes. And it actually starts to walk you through this paradigm. How do we be the change we want to see in the world where our marketing is with people and for people? Okay. And that free course is a precursor or a appetizer for our 6-week intensive. Okay. Which, if that's interesting, you'll see that on the last page of the free course. So listen, as you go out into the world, and you share your important work, your message that you have, you are going to encounter, if you start to scale in any fashion, if you try to put your message in front of more and more people in any sort of way, you will bump into these kinds of people. And there are ways that you can be constructive with them, constructive with the moment, so that it helps others who interact with your content and ads in the future. It actually lets them know that you are a person of substance, and that you're not just somebody who's trying to game people. Okay? So, there you have it, people. Go out and make a ruckus, as Seth Godin says. Go out and make a ruckus, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. See ya.